Hello, hello, hello. I'm back. Happy Tuesday again. Welcome back to my channel, Georgia Girl, Everyone Wellness and More. And I'm your host, Georgia Girl. Today is part 2 of Testimony Tuesday. I had started earlier, but I had to leave and come back. Just say hey.
Mom, can you fix me some pancakes?
Ain't no more pancakes here. Tell you I'm gonna come fix you some noodles. But anyway, on the last slide, we had Young Riz up here. I had told him he could come back if he see me come live. But I do want to thank the ones that did attend to that last live. I was speaking on there's always something to smile about, and which it is. Even through our challenges, even through the good and bad days, our smile should encourage us to want to keep fighting. Even though in the days that we feel like we can't smile, still smile anyway. Hey, Miss Key, how you doing? I had to leave and I'm just getting back. How you been doing? Been doing all right? Good to see you. And shout out to Miss Key, Frank G, and Sassy for doing the short challenge. We're on day 2. Y'all make sure y'all check them out. That's great. Yeah, I was just talking about there's something always to smile about. If you're living, you got your life, that's enough to smile about. Even though, like I said, we have our challenges. We have things we have to deal with daily. I see y'all getting ready for school. Yeah, I was looking at some stuff. They have a list they have to go by. Yeah. Your son about ready? I know sometimes we smile, even though sometimes we be needing to cry. And just know tears are prayers too. Sometimes it's good to shed a tear. Hey E, how you doing? Good to see you. Today is Testimony Tuesday. And if anybody want a testimony they want to share, let me know. I'll drop the link and you can come up. I'll put the link on my community wall. Today is Testimony Tuesday where people can come up and share about some things they are overcoming, some things they have been praying about, some things that you have accomplished. If anybody want to come up, just said, let me know. I'll drop the link for you. I got my transplant on Friday. I'm going back home today. Oh, you had a... Okay. Well, prayers for you, E. Let's put some prayers signs. I know you was going to get some tests done. Let's put some prayer signs in the chat for E. He said he had a transplant. Maybe one day when you feel up to it, you can come on the panel and share about your testimony about what was going on with you. I would love to hear what you was going through, but prayers going out to you, E. And y'all, let's watch his playlist while he's in recovery. Let's try to help watch his playlist for him. He's trying to, I think he like 400 or 500 away from getting monetized. Hey, Bud Files, you been doing okay? Prayers for E. He said he had a transplant. I'm glad to see that you're doing better, and I wish you a speedy recovery. All right. You take care of yourself now. That is E Gods, everybody. He does have a channel. And he's been working hard trying to get his monetization. I think he about, if I'm not mistaken, I think he's about 500 away or 600 away. And let's support each other. Miss Key still trying to get her monetization back too. So let's continue to support one another. And I know how it is to be working hard out here and trying to get back to the status you were. Hey, Young Riz, yeah, I'm back. I'm at to put the link on the wall if you want to come up, because this vertical I'm going through. Yeah, I came back because I had to leave early and go somewhere with my grandkids. And hey Kenneth, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. And I was just saying it's always something to smile about. Even on our bad days, we still have to continue to smile. Whether we're smiling from the outside, it will help. And we have Kenneth in the chat. Good to see you. We have Egod. He just said he just had a transplant done on Friday. He's going home today. Let's continue to keep Egod in prayer for him to have a speedy recovery. We have Miss Key in the chat, Young Riz, and we had Bud Files. Thank y'all for coming back. Like I said, it was part 2. Okay, you got, that's how many watch hours you got now. Okay, so you read out. I said you got to get 3,000, right? So you probably need about what, 600? About 600. Oh, okay. Kenneth, how your day been going? I see you had sent me a video yesterday. I did look at it. Yeah, that's how Malcolm Jamal won. He got drowned. Yeah. It's good to see everybody. And I was just saying, if you're in my chat today, you should be smiling. Know why you should be smiling? Because you're here. You're here in my chat. You're here. You got your life today. So that's enough to have a smile on your face. Even though you might be going through some challenges, like I do have challenges, but I still try to remain humble and try to do the best I can one day at a time. Last week I wasn't feeling my best, and there'll be some days I don't be feeling my best, but I still try to keep it going. And like I said about tears, a lot of people, sometimes when you cry, it makes you feel a little better. Because tears are prayer too. Sometimes you can be crying for tears of joy just because something good has happened, and that's be your emotions from some of the things that you have overcome or some things that you are still trying to challenge with. So if you have to cry, cry. Ain't nothing wrong with crying. Like the song said, if you have to cry sometime, cry sometime. It might make you feel better. It wouldn't, some people feel like if you cry about stuff, they think that you're weak or scary, but it don't mean that all the time. You could be crying for tears of joy. I don't know what kind of surgery Egod had, but I'm sure he is smiling today that he's starting to recover from whatever surgery. He said he'll come back and share his testimony when he's up to it. I'm sure whatever he went through, I know he's thankful, and I know he was smiling to hear that everything went well with his surgery. If you woke up this morning, you should have had a big old smile on your face because you was able to see a new day. Because there is somebody out there was not able to see this morning. A lot of people did not live to see Tuesday. There are people in the hospital. There are people in nursing homes. There are people in jail. There are people in their grave. But if you're in my chat today, you should be smiling. Can we get some smiling faces in the chat? Can we get some smiling faces in the chat? Like I said, there's always something to smile about. When you smile, it shows your emotion of whether you're happy. Some people, like I said, be in pain. And I'm one of them. I experience pain daily. Sometimes my pain be severe, and then sometimes I'm where my body adjusted to what I go through and what I've been going through for years. And when I smile, it makes me feel. It reminds me that look, no matter what I go through, I know God is in the midst of everything I do. He in the midst of everything, and he always has the last say so. I'm up and visiting my daughter. I'll be up here for the next few days. And when I be here, I don't have my recliner, so I have to sit in a straight chair. So I had to put me some pillows back there because this morning my back was hurting a little bit. But like I said, I try to keep it going. I try not to let it affect me, which just does affect me mentally sometimes. It does. The pain I deal with, it does affect me mentally. But I try to keep smiling. I try to remain humble. And I just said, Lord, continue to give me the strength I need. So I probably have to end up going and taking a treatment. I won't go this week, but I have to probably go next week. But John Ridge, did you want to still come up here? Because I know you was talking about when you was that you deal with the PSTD and some most stuff you had been dealing with, but you had started to overcome some of those things. And I'm glad. I know when you first came on my panel, when you first came and you was telling me about what you was dealing with, you seemed like you have overcome a lot to be the age you are. You know, that's why I said people go through stuff. It doesn't matter what age you are. It doesn't matter what age you are. You can be grown or child. You go through stuff. You finna go? Or you finna go get KJ? Oh, let's see what he said. I have to go, Amy. Okay, and do my exercise. I do an hour every day. Wow, good for you, Kenneth. That's awesome. That's awesome. So how you been doing? How you been feeling since you've been doing it? I remember you did tell me you had started doing so. You feeling pretty good about yourself? Keep up the good work now. Keep up the good work. And I did see that video you had sent me. It was about Malcolm J. Warren. Prayers going out to his family. And the guy named the Osborne guy, he died today. They said he was 76 years old. I don't know a whole lot about him, but I know was in the music business. He was an Osborne, and they was talking about it in the last live I did. Oh, that's good. That's good. Keep up the good work. It had been raining here, so it feel a little, it's not as hot as it was before it started raining, but it's still kind of muggy like. But that little rain came through a while ago. I hope everybody's staying cool. I hope everybody's drinking plenty of water, staying hydrated. But get back to what I was. Young Riz, if you want to come back up, just let me know. I'll drop the link. If anybody else want to come up, just let me know. I have to put the link on the community wall. Like I was saying on the live before, you know, we all go through something, whether people talk about it or not, we all going through something. You know, some people can smile through it and some people can't. Because it's really dealing with your emotions about what you go through. Ain't nobody alike. Everybody go through something different. That's why it's best to treat people right, or you don't know what it takes for a person to get out of the bed. You don't know what a person is doing to provide for themselves every day. You just don't know. You really don't. You know, I'll never come on here and try to make people think I got everything, because I don't. I struggle just like everybody else. But I can say I'm better than what I was a few years ago, financial wise. Because I know how it is to struggle without anything, not having an income at all. I know how it feels. And I know how it is when you don't have insurance, health insurance, because I've been there. I've been right there trying to figure out how I'm going to pay. Move, guinea pig. This little thing, y'all come get this thing. He crawling all on my feet. Goodness. His little tail would not stay in his cage. And then my granddaughter talking about she want another guinea pig. This one little guinea pig here about to run me crazy. Y'all need to get Guinea in now because he all on my feet in here. Yana, come get that guinea pig. He all on my feet, crawling all on my feet.
Guinea. I don't see him.
Anybody, I know Angie got a guinea pig. If anybody got a guinea pig worse like what my grandkids got, this little thing like a little human, just running around here all over your feet and everywhere. Push that lid down on that trash can.
Guinea, stop touching my feet.
Take him on. He's just interrupting my life. He been running his little bit all over my feet. Y'all better get it now. They got this little thing runt, y'all. But anyway, get back to what I was saying. Just don't never feel like because you going through something that you can't bounce back, because you can. Hey, Lewis, I'm back. I had to go somewhere. Now I'm back, and I was just sharing. Anybody got a testimony? If you want to put a testimony in the put it. Live for Jesus. I can't even see. How you doing, my sister? Good to see you. I thought you were Lewis. I just saw the air. Good to see you. I can't stay. Okay. What are you making for dinner? What are you making for dinner? I know it's going to be something good. How the girls? You know, I have to ask about my girls. How the girls? And my topic today is, it's Testimony Tuesday, of course. And I'm also saying it's always something to smile about. Your life, your health, your family, just having a peace of mind, It's always something to smile about. Sometimes you have to, like me sometimes, I smile through my pain. I smile and remain humble, It rolls with extra cabbage. Okay. But there's always something to be smiling about.
Can't talk about.
You can't.
No, in the middle.
You need to
This
get
side
that.
to that side to this
You
side.
need to get that guinea pig. That thing running all on my feet.
What guinea pig do? They clean your feet.
Y'all gonna have to get a better cage for him, cause he just got terrible. Those kids that went back to school, your girls that went back to school yet? Y'all got what, about another week?
About like 2 or 1 more week.
2 more weeks.
Probably
okay.
2 or 1 more week.
Yep. That sound good. That sound real good. What y'all having? And yeah, that's what I was speaking on. Young Riz was up here talking about some things that he was trying to overcome.
Can I make some fries? Because I'm starving.
What? Go tell your sister. I just got back on this live. Go tell your sister to come fix you some.
Yana.
They go by August the 5th or the 4th. They got about another week or 2 out. Yeah. And she call us up playing soccer right now. They got a soccer camp and summer camp, trying to keep them busy this summer. But I told them, y'all summer about over with. But I want to ask you a question before you go. Do you agree there is something always to smile about? Like I said, if you're in my chat and if you woke up this morning, that was enough to smile about, because somebody did not wake up this morning. I mean, you probably had your issues, like your aches and pain like me, but you still have a reason to smile. If God woke you up this morning, you have a big reason to smile. You finna cook us up? I just started my life. Huh?
What y'all want?
Stop acting up. Well, go let him play then. Go let him play. I ain't fooling with him.
He's in a bad mood right now.
Jonna, when y'all go back to school? August the what? Oh, y'all go back to 4th. They go back on the 4th. Yeah. But let me put some flowers in the chat. And maybe Malcolm Jamal Warner, rest in peace. Ozzy Osbourne, I just found out today. He passed today. I didn't really know a whole lot about him, but I know he was in the entertaining business. But anytime someone passes, it's sad, especially anybody that, cause life is short now, y'all. We gotta just take one day at a time. These flowers are for everyone. Oh, you did? Okay. Yeah, we've been get some stuff. They got a list too. Like I said, the school don't give them nothing now. It seems like the school do not give them nothing now. You gotta buy stuff. Even the Kleenex in there. All that different stuff. Hand sanitizer, that's what they want, It ain't nothing how it used to be. We used to they have to buy all that stuff. Each one of these kids, there's 3 of them in the house, right? Each one of them have their own list. Cause my granddaughter, she going to the first, the oldest she gonna be a senior this year, and my grandson going to the 8th. Each one of them have their own list. They got the list up at the stores, like, cause they know a lot of them go to the dollar store, Family Dollar, Walmart. All of them got their lists, in the stores, and they have the school they go to. So, and once they go in there, they can just go and, get everything they need. But ain't nothing like it used to be. Nothing. That's why I said these kids, woo, these days, people just don't realize how hard and how we had to go through some stuff. They don't realize how blessed they really are in a way. I tell my grandkids all the time how blessed they are. Some of the things they got, we wish we had back then, but times were different back then. Right now, social media and took over. Look at him. You ready to go get on that game? You took that trash out.
Look at.
I don't know where he at, but if y'all don't get that thing from crawling all over my feet. That little guinea pig. Woo, Jesus. Yana finna get ready to cook. She finna get ready to cook. She cooking some.
Yana! Mom make some fries.
She finna cook something.
Well, you want me to do it again?
Yep. Working.
And I didn't think
Waking up.
something I
Absolutely. We get out of our bed with God wake us up in the morning time. You can't help but to look up to. You can't help but to look up and smile and say, God, I do it with nobody but you. I said, well, nobody but you will woke me up this morning. Even though sometimes I roll out the bed, because I be having this, I deal with chronic pain and stuff, right? I be like, woo. I be saying, Lord, I want to have a good day. Hold on. She fixing to fix you something now.
No, she's not. Why she laying on the couch doing nothing?
Yep. Tomorrow is not promised. No, it's not. Tomorrow is not promised. That's why we shouldn't take nothing for granted. Nothing at all. I was just reading, I had talked about Malcolm Jamal Warner yesterday, right? And they were just saying like, you know, he left with his family. I guess they was on a plane or whatever. They flew to wherever they were going on vacation. And, you know, I know they are heartbroken, you know. They're not even, you know, he didn't even die in his hometown. They was out of town. And look, they had to travel back without him. You know what I'm saying? But they all was together before they, you know, before he died. And that's what I was saying. Things happen in the blink of an eye. It really does happen in the blink of an eye. So we should remain humble, be happy, let go of some of this stuff that don't even matter. You know, think about what matters to you. You know, some people can go on and on with grudges and things like that. You sit back and think about, is it worth me going to jail for? Is it worth me losing my insanity for? You know, you have to really sometimes get a reality check on things. You have to really get a reality check to say, you know, I know sometimes I have said to myself, it was back before my life changed. I'm just being honest. My life totally changed mentally, spiritually, and financially. I mean, I had to really change some of the things that I was going through, some of the things I was doing in order to be prepared for what God had in store for me. You see what I'm saying? And sometimes when you change, and sometimes it be for the best. Everybody want to call, it be for the best. And you know, I'm not here to say that I'm a Christian or anything, but I know I have got closer to God, and I want to continue to stay close to him. I be wanting him to be in my life every day. There's not a day that I don't want to smile and say, I know God, it was you. It was you what did this. I got to answer this call right quick. So let me put some up. I'm going to put some up. I'll be right back. I can tell my family that I'm live, but when I get a call from my mom or my dad or my children or my husband, I immediately answer. So let's see. They gonna call until I pick up. Let me put something here right quick. So I will be right back. Let me answer this call right quick. Thank you for coming in, Living for Jesus. I hope you enjoy your dinner. Thank you, Miss Key. And who else came by here? Young Riz, uh, Kenneth, thank y'all for stopping by. But yeah, I was just coming back because, like I said, I was live earlier today, but I had to leave and take care of some stuff. But so I said I'll come back and chat a little bit more. So I just had a phone call and I just had to answer it. Like I said, I'm thankful. I am truly thankful that I do have my mom and dad in my life. Still have my mom and my dad in my life and my family. And I'm just grateful for being alive, grateful for having life. I try not to think about what I've been through or what I'm still enduring. I just try to thank God for I'm glad I'm not where I used to be. You know what I'm saying? Because there are things could be worse. But there's always something to smile about. Even through the dark days or the bad days, the days that are challenging, there are always something to smile about. And gods, I hope you have a um, good recovery. He was saying he had surgery. He had a transplant on Friday. He came home today. That's why I said, I have heard him say on his channel that he had some tests and different things. That's why I say you don't know what people are going through. You don't know what people are dealing with. Um, just cause you see a person smiling, it doesn't mean that everything could be okay. Sometimes you smile because you have to keep yourself going. You don't want to be feeling sad all the time. So having a smile on your face or seeing someone else smile could just brighten your day up. Because you never know what a person is dealing with on a daily basis, emotionally or physically or spiritually or financially. Because everybody's going through some type of journey. I know I am, and I have my struggles. But even though there are times when I feel like I feel sometimes like I can't keep it going, I have to keep telling myself, you got this. You have to keep telling yourself, you got this, no matter what the situation might look like. And the reason I brought that up about the smile, because I was looking at the video Frank G had shared, was it yesterday, from the man Malcolm Jamal Warner. He had did a video a couple months ago, and you know, I didn't even know that he was dealing with depression. I was just speaking about him yesterday, and I said, you never know. I never heard anything concerning Malcolm Jamal Warner, and because he kept his life private. He kept his life private. He did an interview, and I saw a show last night that they say he had been dealing with depression. I guess right after the Cosby Show ended, he went through depression. Somebody had been on a job for 8 or 9 years, just say any job. Someone that had been on a job 8 or 9 years, then all of a sudden, I don't really know what happened, what caused the Cosby Show to stop. I don't know if it was the ratings or then somebody was saying Bill Cosby was trying to buy NBC, or it was something going on with the channel, not the show, but the channel. I think they had dropped in some of the ratings and stuff like that. But what I'm saying is that anytime you've been on a job more than a year or over a year or 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 years, you feel like you're secured on a job. You know, when people get their jobs, they start buying houses and cars and, you know, because there have been times where I was working and jobs get slow. You know, they start want to cut your hours and lay off people, and you know that's be a big change and challenge for people, especially people that have children, especially for the people that are buying and trying to have someone to stay and things like that. So those will be a lot of big changes and challenges that people are still dealing with now, because the way how things going now, they saying wait Trump talking like, is it gonna be a war? I don't know. I really haven't been following the politics part, but I just saw a video. It was so funny. I had saw a video on TikTok. I don't know what the man name, but he was walking down the street. He was walking down the street with a box of noodles. And when I go back on TikTok, I'm gonna see what their name is. But he was, I guess he a comedian or something. And then it could be real life. I don't know. But anyway, he was walking down the street with a box of noodles, and he had a little dog, and he was saying, Trump trying to declare war, and he gonna be living in his soil. I read he's trying to get in his soil to keep from. In other words, he's hiding, I guess. But the thing what got me was that he had a whole box of noodles. Cause what he's saying in so many words, if we go to war and we don't know what we're gonna be able to afford. Might not have places to stay, might not have food to eat. And look, he said he finna get in that sewer, and he had like one of those big boxes of noodles. Like I think it'd be like 12 in there, and he was gonna be prepared. He was trying to get a little dog to go down in the sewer with him. Like I said, we just don't know. We don't know what's gonna happen. We really don't. We don't know what's gonna happen. That's why we have to just take one day at a time, continue to live, continue to smile, continue to be who we are. You know, it's something to think about, though. It really is something to think about. I was just looking at it now, trying to see what they were saying about the war and all that stuff. The person we got in office ain't no telling what might be going on. I'm just being honest. We just got to continue to stay prayed up. You know what I'm saying? Just continue to stay prayed up. But I do want to thank everybody that is connected with me, whether you're a member or a moderator or just someone that come over here at time out of time. I do appreciate you for that. I'm just checking something out real quick. If you're watching, or you're watching from the bushes, or if you want to come in the chat, you're welcome. Like I said, I don't have no enviness against no one. Whether you've been over here before, left, my door is always open to people that want to support. You can come in and drop your link, and you can connect with other people. The one thing about me, I always, if it's something that I can make peace with, I'll make peace in a minute. I don't like to go on and on with something. If something happened last year, that was last year. You know what I mean? This is a whole different year, and this is a new day. What happened on yesterday is yesterday. Tomorrow is not promised. We have to live for today. So, but that's what I want to speak on today. When you look for something positive in each day, even if some days you have to look a little harder, and that's true. You have to think positive, because if you wake up with a negative mind, I'm just being honest. If you wake up in a negative mind, wake up in a bad mood, it seems like your whole day gonna be messed up. We should always think positive, even though things might look like they're kind of bad or are bad, but we still have to think positive. Because, there's always something to be thankful for. There's always something to smile for, even on your bad days. So what they're saying, yes, there's a positive, uplifting sentiment. It suggests that even when things are tough, there's always something to be grateful for or find joy in, which can help maintain a positive outlook. Somebody can come in my chat or can say this or that, but it's all up to me whether I want to respond or respond to the action of it. Because sometimes, we know that some people try to come in your chat and interrupt, try to cause issues and stuff like that. Like right now, it ain't nobody in my chat. But you know what? I'm still talking. I'm still doing my live stream, and I will continue to. I will continue to keep doing what I got to do to help with my channel. Whether people in it or not, somebody gonna watch it. Oh, there are people probably peeping in here, but they just don't want to be in the chat. But it's all good. It's all good. No love lost, nothing like that. We're still good. We're still good. I know I haven't did a Testimony Tuesday on, been a while. And today I said, since I was feeling up to it, I said, well, because I want to start by doing panels and doing different things. And I also want to do some things with my members. That is some of the things that I want to do. I'm just checking out something. They were saying somebody named Ozzy Osbourne born. I haven't heard that name before. I'm trying to see. Okay. He was they got here Ozzy Osbourne, a Black Sabbath singer and godfather of heavy metal, dead at 76. So he was in a band. I know I seen him, his name and his family. I think they had some type of reality show or something going on at one time, I believe. But anyway, he died today at 76 years old. His wife is Sharon Osbourne. Let me see where they are. Yeah, okay. I seen her on a talk show. She used to be on a talk show. His wife used to be on that talk show. I can't think of that show, but she was on a talk show for a while. Let's see that show she was on. Prayers going out to that family also. Like I said, life is short. People are leaving here. They are leaving here every day. Every day. you see on the news or you seeing on the internet that someone has lost their life either due to illness or due to accident, murders. Sometimes it be for natural causes, but somebody is leaving here every day. In a blink of an eye, people are leaving here. You never know. Like I always tell my kids, you never know when that time gonna come for you. You can't run, you can't hide because when it's your time, it's gonna be your time. You know, like me and my husband, sometimes we think about, 'cause we know we're getting older and we know we got grown kids, we got grandkids, and we try to talk to them about things like what if we don't be here, what we want them to continue to do. They're just like we're trying to leave a legacy for our kids and our grandkids. We want them to grow older and say, my grandmother or my granddad or my family did this for us. It's all about staying positive, doing things that, you know, it's worth that you can say you left for your kids and things like that. So there's always something to be thankful for, always something to smile about. Even if you have to cry, I sit here and tell you a minute. Sometimes when I cry, it don't because I'm weak. Sometimes I cry because of tears or joy, or I cry if I'm in pain. But I try not to. Then if I get now, this is how I used to be when I was coming up. I used to be real soft hearted, real soft hearted. But as I got older and some of the things that I went through, the way I said, some of your situations, some of your challenges, they will make you stronger. They will make you stronger. Some of the things that you have to endure in life will make you strong. You know, some people probably think because you cry, they might look at it, think you're weak, but you're not being weak because you cry. You don't. That's not. To me, it's a sign of strength because if you see me crying now, I'll be crying for happy tears because my dad went through two types of cancer and he's still dealing with one of them, but he's doing great. My mom, she's doing, they're doing well to be expected to be 80 some years old. But I am truly grateful. Right now, my dad done moved back home. Now I don't have to go 3 and 4, but 5 hours to see him. I don't have to see him only take me about 35, 40 minutes to see him now. My mom, she's just right around the corner, might as well say about 8 miles. So I'm thankful, And in September, I'll be celebrating my 35th anniversary. I'll be celebrating my 35th anniversary. And, I was just sitting here just thinking, I remember when I first met my husband, when I was 16, about to turn 17. We was talking about this other day. As soon as I hit that door, we started smiling at each other. I mean, you could know when somebody is there for you. You'll know when somebody want the same thing that you want because they're going to go out their way or they're going to try to let you know, look, this is what I want. A lot of people always say, how you and your husband been together that long? It's what you make of it. It's what you make of it. It's what you make of it. Nothing don't be peachy all the time. I don't care who you are. Nothing be peachy all the time. And you ain't gonna agree on everything. You're not gonna agree on everything because they think they right. We think we right. So Hey, Miss Kia, thank you for hanging in here with me. And I'm just trying to make a little time because I didn't wasn't on the last time that long. Like I said, I could be here talking to myself. I'm good. You been doing all right? I know you still trying to work on your hours and stuff, and I wish you much success with that. Keep it going. You'll get there. I know you and E working on y'all hours. I don't know who else. But then, we as YouTube creator, we still try to put out things on our channels, try to keep our channels afloat. That's why we do the challenges. The challenges give us something to do. They give us a chance to network. We did the shorts this week, so we get a chance to get new people on our channel. We get a chance to put out 3 videos a day. 3 videos a day for a whole week. That's a lot of videos. 3 times what? 5 days. That's about 18 videos. 3. Right, Mickey, or what? 3 times 5 is 15, right? Those gonna be a lot of videos, and I hope everybody has some good success. Yeah, it's a struggle. It's a struggle trying to get these channels back, like you want it. Even though I got back monetized, I still have to go back and change stuff on the channels and try to get things right. Hey, Sirius, how you doing? Happy Tuesday. How you doing? My topic was today, there is always something to smile about. Regardless of your challenges, regardless of whatever you might be going through, there's always something to smile about. We have to continue to keep on smiling, even though, like the stuff I go through, I have to remain humble. Because if I continue to, I try not to complain a whole lot about stuff. I try to just keep dealing. I try to keep living. And, like they always say, good things always come to those who wait. So if you're smiling today, if you have a reason to smile today, put some smiling faces in the chat. We all have a reason to smile. Even through the bad days, even through the challenges days, even through those days where we just said, Lord, just keep giving me the strength. But one thing we must not always remember, we can't give up. We can't give up. Life is so short. People are leaving here every day, y'all. They're leaving here every day. We see on the news, a lot of people say they don't even like to watch the news because every time you tune in to the news, it do get depressing, especially when you seeing people dying and they missing or something like that. Because life is short. Life is short. And I said, even if you have to cry sometime, your tears are prayers too. God see our tears. He see our tears. He see our smiles. He see everything about us. Don't never feel like because you don't see God, don't think that he don't exist. Because he does. He do exist. But once you start doubting him and not believing in him, that's when you're going to start you're going to be thinking that, look, he's not real. But he is. But you got to have experienced him for yourself. You got to know that what he can do is all things but fail. And without him, all things are possible. Hey, Frank. Yeah, I came back. I had to go with my grandkids. Good to see you. Good to see you. Shout out to everybody that's doing the short challenge. We're doing 3 shorts a day. If you have Miss Frank, Miss Key, Sassy, and myself, We're dropping three videos a day. I just put my last video out. It could be whatever you want it to be. You can talk about stuff, share stuff, whatever you want to share in a short video. And I was just talking about, I came back because I had to leave. And I was just saying, there's always something to smile about. There's always something to be thankful for. You know, whether you're having a good day or a bad day. Let your good days outweigh your bad days. And that's what I do. Last Tuesday, I had to go get some injections. And I'm sitting here now with pillows. You know, I have to get comfortable. And they want to continue to do those treatments, but I didn't go today. So I will probably go next week. They want me to come every week, but I'm not going to be able to come this week. But the thing, what I'm saying, I know my limits on things. I know what I go through daily. But I try to keep on smiling. I try to keep it going. You know, but it's good to see everybody. It's good to see everybody. And keep smiling. Keep smiling. Keep on smiling. Even through those challenging days. Keep on smiling. That's what we have to, Siri. Day by day. And that's all we can do. Live one day at a time. And like I said, it's so.
I didn't have nothing today.
Hold up.
What we'll do yesterday.
But anyway, I'm back. But I was just reading y'all comments. I'm trying to read y'all comment. Yeah, we gotta live one day at a time. One day at a time.
You already have a couple of years.
Mm-hmm. I know, Boosie.
Couple of years.
Couple what?
Couple of years.
For what?
Till you die.
Go somewhere with that stuff. I hope not. Oh, Lord. So what everybody been doing today? What y'all been doing today? Y'all having a good day so far? I know it was rainy here. It was it was really trying to storm at one time. It hadn't got dark out there and everything. So what y'all been doing? Relaxing, working. And I just was reading that about the Osborne guy. I didn't really know too much about him, but I know he was in some type of band or something. So I just went and Googled his name a while ago, and he was in some type of band. I know his wife was a talk show host. Some people take life for granted. They spend more time worrying. Ooh, girl, you better say it. They spend more time worried about the next person. Live your best life. You can't take any of this stuff. Girl, you better say it. Enjoy it. Enjoy what you have. And that's this me right here. I don't try to act like I got more than you, serious, Frank, Miss Key. I don't try to act like I have more than anybody. Cause all this stuff these people are worshiping, God can take that stuff from you. He can take all of that away. He really can. The only thing I want to do, I just continue to ask God to strengthen me, continue to pray for me and my family, so that we live comfortably. That's all I want, to live comfortable. It ain't that I gotta have this, it ain't that I gotta have that, but you want to have a good life. You want to be able to provide and do things for your family, but you ain't gotta go out your way trying to do it, and you ain't gotta compete with nobody. Do what you're able to do, and what you can't do, you can't worry about it. Like I said, I know God has been my shield. I know God have been here for me before I even knew anything about YouTube. You know, as when I was before I just really got into having my channel or tuning in, I had my own struggles, health wise, financial wise. I was dealing with it. I went through it all. So anybody that went through some or going through some, you're not alone. I think about all this right here, what I'm saying, right? We can complain every day about what we don't have or what we should have, but we have to think about a lot of people are praying for the same stuff that we're complaining about. That's why you cannot take nothing for granted. You gotta live for what it is, continue to keep living, take one day at a time, ask God to continue to keep giving you the strength to keep going and stay prayed up. Because we know the devil do be busy. The devil be busy. And they be busy out here on these YouTube streets. They really be busy on social media. Let me see if I missed something. That's great. You having a blessed day. That is awesome. He can take social media. Woo, he sure will. Ask me. He would take social media. Look what was going on when they thought they were finna take TikTok. Woo, la. There people were cutting up. You hear me? This is only entertainment. It's fun. I enjoy my channel. I have a TikTok channel. I have an Instagram. I have TikTok. What I got? We got Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, YouTube. I think that's all I got. But I'm frequently on Twitter. I put some on TikTok, Facebook, but mostly all of my work, most of my channel work, I put on YouTube. I might share it out on TikTok. Twitter and Facebook, or I might put it on TikTok. But I'm basically working on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, this is entertainment. I don't have every day. I got to work on this channel, that channel. I can't do it. I work on one thing. Cause it's a lot. It's a lot. It is a lot. And then, like I said, some people use their social media for different causes, for different purposes. They do. I'm not judging no one for what they do. I just try to worry about what's going on my way. And I collab and I work with people that want to work with me. I support the ones that want to support me. Because I know, look, it ain't like this my life. There's life outside of YouTube. This just entertainment. Right, Sister Girl? But look, whatever the law, I don't know if y'all seen that video. Y'all, I still got that video. When they thought TikTok was finna go, woo, them folks know they were cutting up. Them people were cutting up over there on TikTok, y'all. Did y'all see how them people were acting? Did y'all see how those folks were acting over there when they thought TikTok was finna leave? Woo, them. And my granddaughter, I'm like, she was about to. She ain't on that right. I was like, girl, that TikTok, you gonna beat that TikTok like that? I mean, people enjoy their entertainment now. Some people do really enjoy it, but you can't praise a lot of stuff. You really can't. You can't praise a lot of stuff because, you know, like I said, God give and he also takes away. But my granddaughter, though she tickled me, y'all. She said, Grandpa, TikTok finna leave. I think I put it on my channel that day. She was like, oh my God. But like I said, I wasn't on Facebook until I started being on Facebook in 2016. That's when I started being on. Yes, you serious. I got a video on it. Frank, y'all know if Frank seen it. But that girl, she was having a fit. Her and my daughter, that was her and my daughter be on TikTok and they got Snap. I know a lot of people got that too, Snap. I don't know too much about that. Snapchat. Snapchat? That's what they be on. And her and my daughter both. They were talking about, ooh, they kept on doing some stuff that night. That was the night when they had said TikTok was gonna leave at midnight. Lord, that girl, though, she cut it up. She cut it up. But I like TikTok. Sometimes I go over there, I would watch videos. Some of those folks they be putting all kind of stuff on TikTok too. Remember when YouTube shot down and people were crying, they couldn't get on? When, Frank? YouTube shot down one time? I ain't know that. I had a channel then. When it was? Oh, talking about was it a couple years ago? Last year? Okay. I think I remember that. Something had happened in it. I forgot what had happened. Like I said, I enjoy it, but I know how to separate my real life from social media. And see, that's what a lot of people don't do. Like if you need to take a break, take a break. Do it. It's gonna be okay. I was sitting over here a while ago, wasn't nobody in my chat. But I didn't stop. I just kept on talking. I'm used to it. I'm used to having 0 in my chat. I'm used to having 2 or 3. But I thank God for the 2 or 3 that come over here. You see what I'm saying? I really do. But there used to be times when I used to be like, oh, I might as well just get on off. Ain't nobody coming over here. Then when I had to say, look, people gonna support. They're gonna be who they're gonna go to whoever channel they want to go to. They're gonna, people have their choices. They have their choice to go to whoever channel they want to. I just try to do what I do, go on and do what I do, and get off. I don't try to figure out nothing. And I'm not. Because I don't want to go to bed dreaming about none of these folks. I don't want to go to bed and dream about none of these folks on YouTube. People that I never seen in my life. I just see people profile picture, avatar. That's about it. It ain't enough for me to be all worked out about. That's what I'm saying. It ain't enough for me to be worked up about. Yes, when I lost my monetization, yes, it did bother me. Know why? Because I put in the work on this channel. And I'm still putting in the work on this channel. I had to accept what YouTube had going on, go by their rules, and keep it going. Because this these people stuff. This YouTube channel, I just be on here. That's their property, but it's my channel. I'm sharing. I'm putting myself out here, but it's YouTube. And like Frank said, they'll snatch it away from you. I get emails just by every day. I be getting emails and they be going looking over my video. I mean, like, I had a video, they sent my email, was it yesterday? And so, I don't get them every day, but I do get some, right? They'll say, this music, you won't get, this what they going back checking on some of my old videos, right? And they'll say, you won't get paid for this video because of the music. It was some music I had on a lot of my videos. I thought I had to went and changed all of them out, but them people, they still finding a way. And that live I did the other day about the bully, they sent me a thing about that, told me, but it was up on the review. When I was talking about bullying that day, I know it's certain things YouTube do not want you to talk about. But like I said, I'm learning. But they had put that live I did the other day. I was talking about bullying the other day. They had put that live. They had said I won't be eligible for it, right? Because when you get monetized, they'll put on there whether you'll be eligible to get paid or not, right? They had told me that I wasn't eligible because I don't know what was it, but I had to go back and I had to send the video back to YouTube, and a human had to go over it. See, I don't know how people they be doing the reviews on these channels, but they went back and reviewed my channel and they said everything was good. So I think I did get 1 cent for it. I probably got about $2 because somebody sent me a super chat that day. People, you're not really making no money on YouTube for real. I'm just being honest. They pay you according to your views. They pay you according to, you get so much for video or live stream, like those big YouTubers. Now I do believe some of them are getting paid. Yeah, I have to make sure I make my settings. Yeah, I had to check all that out and stuff. Yeah, you don't get up. We have where they show in our studio, like the one that monetize. You can see what each video get, right? It's not much, but I'm thankful. You know what I mean? I'm thankful for what I'm able to get. But I'm not going to sit here and sugarcoat. You really got to put in the work. You really got to put in this work. You got to at least make $100. Your video is going to have to pay up to $100 in order for you to get paid. I didn't make it this month, but I did get a $100 last month. I ain't make it because you normally get paid from YouTube during the 21st or the 22nd. Well, no, they pay you a check on the 22nd. They'll send you a payment on the 22nd between the you'll get paid between the 22nd or the 26th. Get the fries. I told you them fries was seasoned last week. Yeah, you gotta make at least $100. And I didn't make it this month. I'm $40, $44 short. So I'm $44 short. That's why I didn't get, I didn't meet the goal for this, but each time I do a video, I'll get 1 cent, 3 cents, $1. But like those big YouTubers, I believe some of them are making some money though, because they pay you so much for a view. That is why I tell people don't quit. Bet that. If you quit your job, it's okay. You can build now, but you just got to work hard at it. That's why I said whatever little change I get, I'll be thankful for it. I'll be thankful for it. I guess that's why they do. Girl, look. Now those channels get paid. You hear me? Somebody like me be just struggling over here. But you know what? I ain't gonna complain. I said, I always have said, when it's my time, it'll be my time. I just go with the flow. I go with the flow. I'm gonna get that. Look, I'll probably get another one probably next month. Probably. When people send you super chats, right? You don't get that whole super chat. YouTube take a certain part out of that too. The membership, all of it. They take a part out of it. They take a part out of it. That's why a lot of people be saying, just send me a cash out. But I'm thankful though. I don't take nothing for granted. I don't take nothing for granted, y'all. I really, really don't. I be in the know about YouTube when it comes to YouTube. Oh, okay. So, Frank, have you ever got close to being monetized? Have you ever been close, or you ain't never noticed it? Cause I know you got 2 or 3 different channels now. But like I said, this entertainment, I enjoy it. I like some of the things I share on the channel. I like how I get the responses from people that be in the chat or in my comments. I enjoy y'all. I really do. I appreciate my members. I really do. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. That's why I'm always shouting y'all out. I'm sharing something about you because I want you to know your 99 cents, your $2, or whatever you giving me in membership. I want you to know I appreciate it. I really do. I really, really do. No need to complain. You have to love what you do and not worry too much. That's it. Because I always have said, whenever it's my time, when I lost that monetization the first time, like I said, what really got me was I put in a lot of hours, or even days that I wasn't feeling my best, because I know you have to have certain look, when we got started, we had to have 1,000 subscribers, right? Now I think you can go with 500 and 3,000 watch hours. I think that's how it is now, but back then it was 1,000 subs and 4,000 watch hours. So they have changed a lot for people now. It ain't as bad as it was. But that's why I tell anybody, this some work. But like Siri said, you got to like what you're doing. And I like some of the things I do over here. I like when I be trying to cook. I like sharing things about wellness over here. Like when I do like talking like this, Testimony Tuesday, I like hearing what other people have accomplished. I like hearing about what people have overcome. Like Young Red was up here on the last live, and he was talking about the PTSD that he had been dealing with and certain things about his identity, which I think y'all probably heard him say, but he seemed like he didn't start overcoming some. So I try to have my channel where if anybody need to come up and share anything, you won't be judged. You can share about what you're going through and we can talk about it. My channel is where you can discuss things or you can share it with me through private and you'll never hear it again. I have moderators that do email me if they go on having a bad day because I'm a good listener. I'm a good listener. I don't mind listening to people. And if it's something I can do to help you, I will, because someone have to listen at me. Someone had to motivate me because I went through all of this depression. I still deal with anxiety, but I have came a long way. I had people in my corner telling me, you got this. Keep it going. This was concerning my health. You know, I wasn't on YouTube. I didn't get on YouTube to 2020, whenever the R. Kelly case started going. That's when I got on YouTube. But other than that, when I'm talking about what I went through, my cancer and all this stuff I had went through when I lost my job and stuff like that. I'm talking about real life issues. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking about real life stuff that I had to endure. And I can say I have came a long way. Who are that? Oh, I'm in here on the computer. You probably had to go in the other room. Let me read the huh? Yeah, I'm on a live.
Mom, where's all the fries there?
There them little fries right there. Ain't them some fries right there? And go put some pants on. You said I almost got my money from this channel before I took the old videos down. Oh, okay. Okay. Let me see. I'm trying to look at y'all.
Wait, Gunner.
I was on the doorstep of 3K. Hold on.
Yeah.
I can put your order in my big order.
Okay.
Yeah.
Tell them, hey, Boosie.
Hey, y'all. Today, Grandma might be showing you some pictures
Pictures
of me and my siblings when we were little. Do you still have those pictures when we were little?
I gotta go through them.
Okay.
You finished eating?
Huh?
You finished eating?
Nope.
Okay.
By the way, you should have something. Cause Shelby showed me a bunch of pictures.
Damn, my other phone. They ain't gonna be able to see it like this. I'm gonna have to put it on video.
Oh, okay.
Frank said I was on the doorstep of 3K watch hour before the devils came around and YouTube took my hours away. What? On this channel? On the channel you was on? Dan Frank? Wow. Cause I know you had said your channel. Okay. Cause you already got about 2 or 3 channels, right? Oh, okay. But yeah, it's a lot of hard work. I mean, you know, like I said, I didn't realize it until I really got to where I'm at now, but it took hard work to get where I'm at. And I'm just being honest. But I like what Sears has said. You gotta like what you're doing to want to keep a channel. You gotta like what you're doing to put the content out and stuff like that. But we know people have us discouraged sometimes. You be want people to support. Yes, that support goes a long way. It really does. But I just try to come on and do what I gotta do. I said, well, I get there. That's what I kept on saying when I lost my monetization. I said, I'm going to get there when it's my time. And as I saw I was getting closer and closer, that's when I started pushing myself to work even harder. But I know how to separate it from my real life. You know what I'm saying? But I don't want nobody on YouTube to feel like they got me, like I'm not going to be able to keep smiling. Yeah, I lost some people from over here. I lost moderators that I thought we were sisters and we did things together, but they choose to stop coming. So I don't question people. If people leave my channel, I wish them luck, but I never did anything to them. Like I was just saying, you're welcome to come back even if you have left my channel. This is entertainment. This is entertainment. I don't know nobody on YouTube to say I got a problem with you. I don't know nobody. I really don't. I really don't. My old videos, I was for real, Frank. My old videos, I was cussing up a storm. I didn't like myself because I had a lot of anger. Oh, that's what you were saying about back when you first started. Okay. I know I used to see you going off on some. I don't know if you used to be going off on some of them videos, right? I have seen some of your videos when you were going off. I have, but hey, I mean that's what those were your opinion about stuff, though. But you didn't got more videos sent in, ain't you? Like this challenge we doing this week. I think this is a good challenge because they give you a chance to put more videos on your channel. I know like me, by being monetized, you get a certain percent for the shorts. You get a little something for each video, but it don't be a whole lot. But it'll help you with your views and stuff like that. And then you're able to get more people. So that's why when we do these challenges, we try to do things to help our channels. That's what we do. Try to do things to help network our channels. Because over there on that short side, it'd be some weird, I'm gonna tell you, it's some weird people be coming on in your comment. I mean, like, where these people come from? I mean, they don't care what they say. Internet. I be like, where these folk come from? I be have to go and delete people from my short video because some people don't care what they say. I was like, I ain't got time for this negativity. I just try to stay away from it. But I know if I was over here fussing and cussing, that'll bring people in your chat. I'm telling you, drama. When they say drama sells. You hear me? It really do. But I just try to just stick to who I am. I cannot be no more than what God have made me to be. That's, and I'm thankful. Thankful for who I am and some of the things that, like I said, I still struggle with. I'm talking about real life stuff, not this YouTube stuff. I'm talking about real life stuff that I have to battle through. Like I said, I try to separate it from the YouTube. I do my whatever I do over here. And when it comes down to my real and personal life, I try to take care of it. You see what I'm saying? I don't have to put it on social media to build my channel. I just do me. I just put out my wellness, do my little videos, whatever I want to talk about, I put it on there. If people want to come on the panel, I invite them. And, we just try to have a positive dialogue, a positive live or video, And that's it. That's it. I'm not here to tear nobody down. If I can't build you up, if I can't lift you up, I'm not going to tear you down. And I'm not going to tear down your channel. I'm not going to say nothing bad about your channel. to get my channel up there, you know? Because I know a lot of people do that too. A lot of people like to attack others' channels trying to get their name out there. I see that happen a lot. I had one of my subscribers tell me to go back to my old self. I told him no, and I've never seen him again. Okay. So you said I remember you. I remember when you first started, and you have shared how angry and stuff you was going through. So today, how do you feel today, Frank? Since all of that you went through years ago, cause you shared about the relationship, your dad, and I know all of that was had you being angry, right? All that had to build up. So as of the day, how you feel? And that's good. That means you are an overcomer, Frank. You are an overcomer because for the while that I've been connected with you, I've seen your change. Because I witnessed you used to say stuff. I did. I seen your video. I seen some of your videos. Yeah, that's good. And that's what we're talking about today. Being overcomers and still be able to smile through some of the things that you had to go through. Because I know you had told me at one time, you could have got killed, or was that you saying that you could have been hurt behind some of the situations that you was in? I think you did. Look, man, you've been connected for so long, and I think you did share with me, or you had put in the comments about, when you was in the relationship and stuff like that. And that is good. It's good to be in a good place in your life, And I'm going to tell you this, Frank, don't change for nobody else. If you want to change, do it for you. But if you like who you are, you love who you are. That's what you do. Love who you are. And like I said, I know I had to change some of my ways too. Before I even got on YouTube, there was some things I had to deal with. You know what I'm saying? And when I first got sick and saw how my life was changing in front of my eyes, once you go through an ordeal or getting close to thinking your life is going to be taken from you, it'll make you change. I'm just going to tell you, your situations, what you go through will change your life. And that's what it did for me. I used to cry all the time. I used to be angry too. I used to get mad just like that. I did. I used to let people get to me. I used to it's just like whatever they say, okay, yeah, that me. But not no more. Because I done got stronger. I feel like I don't have to stoop to nobody's level to fit in with them. I don't have to be a certain way to be in a certain group. If people gonna like me, they're gonna have to like me for who I am. I'm not gonna change for Tom, Dick, and Harry, or Sue, Mary, and whoever. I'm not changing for them. Accept me for who I am. If you don't like what you see over here, keep it rolling. Keep it strolling. I have to look out for me. I have to look out for my mental state. You know what I mean? I really, really do. Don't get me wrong. The old me is still just left out. I get what you're saying. I get what you're saying. And if it have to come out, sometimes it have to come out. Especially when you deal with all these different demonic spirits. But I know I have got stronger over the years, but there's still some things I pray and ask God to make me more strong at. There's some areas in my life that I know I need to stay prayed up. You have to stay prayed up, especially out here on these social media. Especially out here on this social media. You got to. Because once people feel like they didn't got to you, once they feel like they didn't got to you, they feel like, look, I got her now. Yeah. When they find your weak area, they're going to continue. They're going to keep on continuing to be at you at all times. Yeah. But we learn as we go. Sometimes you ever think about, right, and think about some of the things you have been through and some of the things you have did, you just sit back and say, did I really do this? Did this really happen to me? Did I really let this happen? Did I really say that? Sometimes you can sit back and just say, you might even laugh about it now, or shake your head about it. But that's life. We all have to go through some type of we have to go through something to get where we need to be. I have heard people say, I'm a fake Christian, I'm a fake preacher. I never try to come off as being a preacher. I never come off trying to make people think I'm this way or that way. I can't help the way that I talk. I can't help the what I believe in. And I let people think of what they want. I let them judge me the way they want, but they do it mean it have to be true. You don't know me. You don't know me. I love God. I really do. And I'm going to continue to love him. I'm going to continue to give him the glory. Why shouldn't I? Why shouldn't I love God? Why shouldn't I give God the glory? Why shouldn't I? You should too. We all should. He died for us. He was on that cross for us. You know what I'm saying? When he got on that cross, he didn't say, I'm going to do this for Amy. He didn't say, I'm going to do this for Frank. He said he was doing it to save the world. They threw those rocks at him. They tried to hurt him. When they kept throwing all those stones at him, they wanted him to break. Even though what they did to him was horrible, but his spirit still lives on. His spirit lives in us every day, live around us every day. I think about that all the time. When we was young, and we used to hear about the crucifixion of God, of Jesus, we probably didn't understand. When we was children, we probably just like, well, another man hanging on a cross. But he wasn't just another man. He wasn't just another man. He was more than life. And he sacrificed. He really sacrificed for us all. He did. And I don't mind talking about him. We should. We should. I try to give him praises every day, whether I'm sharing some type of word on my channel, some type of blessings. I'm going to start off every day thanking the Lord for what he has done and what he will continue to do. I don't mind. I really don't. Because like you said earlier, God will he'll shut it down. Like I said, the things I went through, it had me to change. I was partying. I was still going to the clubs. I was still doing all of that. before I got ill. I was like, I couldn't wait to on Friday get paid and go find me a nice outfit to go to the club. I did it all, Frank. Whoever listening, I did it all. Drinking, I did it all. I didn't smoke now, but I did do some drinking. I did my drinking. I did the clubbing. I did it all. And when I got to the point where I was ill, I got sick, it changed me. It changed me mentally, physically, and spiritually, and financially. I seen my life changed. And it took me to endure what I went through in order for my life to change. Sometimes I be like, golly, I think about those days, but I thank God. I thank God I'm still here. I thank God I'm still here because I think about the things I endured. A lot of people probably couldn't have understood it. That's why I know God is real. I was looking at, they was diagnosed me with stage 3 thyroid cancer. It was stage 3. And I can remember that doctor said, you don't want to be having this. This is one thing you don't want to continue to have. So they had to do all they can to make sure. But I know God was in the midst. He was in the midst of it all. He never left my side. He never left my side. Yep. So I thank God daily. So I have a reason to cry. Hey, son, do you have a reason to smile?
Yes.
All right, then. That's what I'm talking about today. There's always something to smile about. Where you been today? Oh, you just went in there and hey, Lexus. Hey, I'm on my channel. I was just talking about today is Testimony Tuesday. And on Testimony Tuesday, I be sharing about the goodness of the Lord. And some people in my chat be talking about some things they overcome and things like that. So that's what I'm doing today. And I was asking my son, I was telling him there's always a reason to smile. Yeah, I was talking to my son. But I thank God for his, like I said, I can go on and on talking about the goodness of the Lord. And I have that right to. And you should want to talk about him too. I was asking my son about there's a reason to smile because I know what my son had been through. And I'm glad to see he got that big old smile on his face. Because I know what my son endured. And I said, God, people don't realize when God step in your life and you wonder sometimes why don't question God, but just keep trusting him. I'm telling you, keep trusting him. Keep believing. I'm telling you, guys, you'll see the difference. You will see the difference. I always have loved at God, and I want to continue to be closer to him. I really do. I want to continue to stay prayed up. Yep. Take one day at a time. Live life to the fullest. So we all have reasons to smile. There is always something to be thankful for. People will try to steal your joy. They try hard to steal your joy. I be have to watch your replay. You been doing all right? Good to see you. Shout out to my GTs. And I was just over here just speaking about, regardless of what we go through, huh? What's wrong? Oh, nothing. Everything good. I was just speaking about doesn't matter what we going through, there's still a reason to smile. Don't you agree? I was just saying there's always a reason to smile. Now I was just speaking about my son, I was just saying, and I was speaking on some of my testimony about the things that it took me to go through in order to be where I'm at today, spiritual wise. I was just speaking on how my life changed. It changed right before my eyes, and it changed me for the good. You know what I'm saying? I was just speaking on how I used to be partying, being out at the clubs. I was just speaking on how I used to drink and all that stuff. But my life changed mentally, spiritually, and financially. Now that's what when I speak on my testimony, sometimes I get emotional because I could have died. I could have died with the cancer and some of the other stuff that I had to deal with, but I'm still here. I smiled through my pain. I smiled through some of the stuff that I went through. You see what I'm saying? And it keep me going. It keep me motivated because I sit back and I think about how far God has brought me. Yes. That's what I was talking about. But yeah, other than that, I'm good. I've been smiling today, girl. Last Tuesday, I was in a lot of pain a couple of days last week. But today, it still nags me because it's chronic. But I try to keep smiling through the pain. Yep. You didn't start walking? Have you walked yet? I know you normally walk by this time. I had came on earlier, but I had to go to the school because I'm up here with the babies for the next couple of days. Boosa was over here. She gone back in there now. Her little talking self. But other than that, I feel good. I just when I get to talking about what I went through, I be probably sounding sad, but I have tears of joy. I do have tears of joy. If you see me cry, if you would have seen me cry today, it's because of happy tears. That's why I said sometimes, like that song say, sometimes we have to cry sometime. Ain't nothing wrong with crying sometime. Okay. I know you normally go. I see you. I had seen a live. You must have did it late. You been doing some night lives? Sometimes I be fell asleep by 10 so I know me key normally be on about that time. I was like, I'm gonna go in here for a few minutes. After I take my medication, I'm out. Yeah. But I'm good. I just was coming back from the first live. I had to end it because I had to go somewhere with the kids. But other than that, I feel okay. I got my pillow behind my back because when I went to my daughter's house, I don't have my recliner when I be going live. And me and Frank was just having conversation about oh, it be late. Me and Frank were having some conversation. Hey, wellness frugal mama, how you doing? We were just talking about how life changed and how life changed for our good. Some of the things that we went through years ago and some of our challenges that we still face today. That we were just talking about stuff like that. Bible said we always have a reason to smile. No matter what challenges we face, what things we go through, there's always a reason to smile. If you in my chat, you have a reason to smile. God woke you up this morning. He woke you up this morning. Somebody did not wake up this morning. Somebody's still in the hospital, in jail. Some families are grieving today because of their loved ones. That's why I say you have a lot. You have a lot to be thankful for. I have a lot to be thankful for. And that's what I was basically just talking about today. I haven't did a Testimony Tuesday in a while. And Young Red was on my first live, but I had to leave. And he was just talking about some of the things that he had overcome, like there's some things that he's still dealing with, like PSTD and anxiety and stuff like that. And like I told him, don't feel alone. Don't feel bad, because a lot of people are dealing with that. I have a disorder. I have a panic and anxiety disorder. But I have overcome a lot of things. I still deal with chronic pain and stuff like that. It's challenging. And sometimes I have to smile through it, because I still say I'm here. Even though some of the things I go through, I still have to give God all the glory that I'm still here. So there's a lot that we should smile about. If you're in my chat, you should have the biggest smile on your face. So I'm just going to put some smiling faces in the chat. That's why I had the people to put smiling faces in the chat. If you're smiling today, just know you have a reason to smile. And don't stop smiling, even if you have to smile through the pain. Because I have, and I do smile through my pain, because I try to remain humble. I try to continue to keep God first in everything I do, because I know he will continue to guide my footsteps. And that's basically what I was just sharing today. And I do want to thank everybody that did tune in today. And the first live, because the first live, y'all, like I said, Young Red was on here, and I'm so proud of the young man. He doing his thing over there. He does his music. He shared with me about some of the things that he go through. Sometimes he'll email me and say, George girl, I'm this way or that way. And I listen. I don't judge no one. I don't judge people. Anybody that shares stuff with me, I don't bring it up unless you want me to. But I'm proud of that young man. I told him to keep doing what he's doing over there. And, I just let him know he's not alone out here. Yep. So I do appreciate the one. Y'all make sure y'all connect with one another. We got Wellness Frugal Mom in the chat. We got Lion Pride, Frank G. We had Miss Key in here. Who else was in here? We had Kenneth, Sirius. And shout out to my GTs. I call my Georgia Troopers. That the GT stands for Georgia Troopers. Shout out to them. I want my members to know how much I appreciate them so, so much. And everybody that is connected with me and that support me, I just want you to know I appreciate you. I appreciate each one of you. Do it now? Yeah, I am. I don't have no choice but to keep pushing. I'm up here, look. This week, woo, I'm up here with my kids, because my daughter finna go to Jamaica. I said, why you want to take them kids with you? Monthly. She's going on a girl trip. So y'all keep my daughter in prayer. I said, you leaving us? We ain't going with you. Now she going with some friends. And of course, I'll be up here with the babies. When Booster finna get ready to go with her other grandma. I think she leaving Friday. But the others will be here, because she'll stay with me for a while. Then she gonna stay with her other grandma. Yeah. Yeah. That's what I told her. I said, honey, look, Girl, you know I'm be calling and texting her every day. She can be like, Mom, all right. But I told you going to another place. You know, you would go somewhere together. We just too long came back from Florida. And yeah, she going on a little girls trip with some of the people she worked with. And I told her, have fun. She go out with her other grandma. I got her for the next few days now. She been in here with her bad self. And then that little guinea pig been going all good line pride. That little guinea pig that ran across my, you know, I'm sitting in the chair, right? About to get ready to get off here because my back tensing up. That little thing that ran across my feet. I'm like, what in the world? Y'all had to do something about that thing now. I'm tired of. He had like he a child running around him. I have a guy, he won't stay in his cage. They're going to have to give him a better cage because that little thing come out that cage. But Lion Pride said she finna come live in the next 30 or 40 minutes. I know I didn't catch you the other day, but I did send some people over. I had told them to go over there and check you out. Y'all make sure y'all check out my members. Mm-mm. No. I be telling them, y'all come get that thing. Come get it. I try to at least like him some, but he move around too much for me. Yeah, okay. I had told him, I said, y'all make sure y'all go check out my members. Cause I think you and Miss Key will lie. Miss Key probably lied now. Cause like I said, I know she's still working toward her goal and stuff like that. And let's continue to support the best way we can. But my message today was there's always something to smile about. Do you think it's always something to smile about, Lion Pride? I know you do. Of course you do. It's always something to smile about, even on your good or bad days or your challenging days or days where you feel like, that's why I have to keep telling myself, keep going, keep going. Oh, I'm trying to see what you had said. Yeah, I know it. I thought after you get the 4,000 watch hour, that's it. But I didn't know that you constantly have to keep, that's why sometimes we do different challenges to have some activity going on our channels, help keep it networking and stuff like that. But right now, how do you know your hours now? Because you don't see your hours now, do you? When you monetize, you don't see your hours. How you know how many hours you got? Because I don't know how many hours I got now. Before I got by monetized, I can see. But now you don't. But you just know you have to keep them up, huh? Yeah. I know because, those days when I don't go live, I notice how oh, it's in the studio? Okay. I notice when I don't go live some days, I see how my numbers be dropping. But like the days when I'm not feeling well, that's why I told Mickey, I said the days when I'm not able to go live, I just try to put out a short or try to just run some like night lives and stuff like that just to keep it going. It's a lot. Like I was telling Frank now, it's a lot trying to keep these channels up. But we have to separate it from our real life, though, When it's time to take a break, we have to take those breaks, But I'm about to end this right here. But I just want to come back because, like I said, I had to leave a little early on the last live. I had to go do something with my grandkids, and but I feel all right compared. Some days it'd be a lot of days I deal with stuff because I don't speak on it, but I give it to God. I just try to just keep myself up and keep it going, Oh, no. The one thing I just let it be what it. I said, you know what? It is what it is. My main concern right now, I just try to keep myself up. That's what I deal with. That's why I try to keep myself up. Deal with my real life issues. YouTube is entertaining, but it's something I like. This is my channel, so I try to keep it up. But I don't let it stress me. I can't. I can't. But I want to thank everybody for coming over. I appreciate each and every one of y'all. It's good to see you, Wellness. I have to end up, I be catching your replays sometime. I know in the morning time you be up early, but she always, for the last couple of years, she have been doing her thing. She get up doing her stretches. I know I be seeing some of her replay where she be singing her own little tune. I already said she ain't gotta have nobody put no she'd have her own intro. She got a little tune going every morning. She'll sing a little intro. She get into her stretches and do what she gotta do and just continue to keep up the good work. You go, mama. You too, Wellness. I see you be doing your yeah, we have to. Look, D-Day, we gotta sing our own jingles, huh? Gosh, shoot. YouTube ain't playing about the music. I was just telling Frank, I'm still getting videos 2022 where they still say my music. And I'm like, what that video? I'm like, where did video come from? I'm like, when I did that video, did I look at it when they send the email, right? When they'll send a claim. That's what it be. It'd be a claim. And I'm thinking I done went back and changed out all the music. They still seen the final video somewhere. Like when I did that live for that bully, they were like, they had put ad suitability. They were saying something about I probably wasn't gonna get no ads on or something. Because I noticed certain things YouTube don't want you to talk about. I do notice that. But after I sent the live in to be reviewed, they sent me an email and said everything was okay. But yeah, like a lot of stuff have changed now. A lot of stuff. But anyway, you guys, like I said, I was just coming on and I just want to talk to people and see how they feeling and, tell everybody to keep on smiling. Even through some of the challenges days, we still have to keep smiling. Our life is worth smiling. Our life is worth keeping a smile on our face, our families. I smile every time I see my babies, every time I'm able to be with them. They make me smile. My children, my grandkids make me smile. When they come in from school, if I'm up here with them, like Bruce was like, Mama, you gonna come see me play soccer? She in the soccer team, right? She's in the soccer camp. She said, Grandma, since you up here, you want to come see me? I told her, I said, what time? Y'all know I like to get up too early, like to be up too early. Then it's going to be hot. It be hot at 8 o'clock now, y'all. It be hot at 8 o'clock in the morning. So she's doing a soccer game in the morning, or a soccer practice. I'm going to try my best to try to go see her. Because I like listening to what some of the things they got going on, Yep. But let me get off of here. I think Lion Pride says she about to go live. And y'all don't forget to check out our short videos. We're doing 3 shorts a day. So that gonna help with our channels too. That gonna help with our channels, help with the views. And I think I had 2 people had subscribed to me since I did those videos so far. But yeah, you get a chance to meet new people and stuff like that. I'm still here. But anyway, who at the door, y'all? Somebody ringing the doorbell. Somebody ringing the doorbell. Y'all see who at the door? Who up here 2 times? Hey, you hear me? Girl, I'm up here 2 times. I gotta remove myself. All right, I'm back. Ugh. How you doing, Janine? Good to see you, girl. Yeah. You doing all right, my girl? Yeah, I'm about to end it. Ooh, I got tired now. My back then got tired. But anyway, Janine, how you been doing? Good to see you. Just over here, just doing a little chit chat. Hope you having a good day. Hope you been having a good day. It was good seeing you, Frank. Y'all don't forget to check out their videos. Check out my videos. Sassy, Miss Key. We're doing 3 videos a day. And it'll end on Friday. But other than that, I'm doing great. I just wanted to come on a little bit today and share and just talk. My message today was there's always something to smile about, and which it is. Let's continue to keep prayed up, continue to keep smiling, sometimes we have to smile through the good and the bad days. And, and let's continue to just connect and help support others if you're able to support them. And, like I said, this is what I had said this year. I support who support me. And I don't mind supporting. I really don't. I know who come over here and I know who don't. But like I said, I don't hold nothing against no one because people have stuff in their real life going on. And then people are trying to run their own channels too. So I appreciate the ones that do and are able to come by whenever you can. I thank you. I appreciate you. So on that note, Janine, it was good seeing you. What you been doing, girl? I know they were having that flood down there, down your way, didn't it? I think you were saying something about something was going on in Texas. But I see they still trying to find bodies and stuff like that. But I think now they're trying to clean up here. They've been cleaning up stuff, but there's still some people still missing in the flood. Let's continue to keep praying for each other. Let's keep E-Gods in prayer. He said he had a transplant did on Friday. He in recovery right now. I think he said he need about like 600 for his to get monetized. And if y'all able to help him out, watch some of his videos, I'm sure he appreciate it while he's in recovery. Yeah, he had came in my chat and said he was going home today. And he gonna come out and he gonna share his testimony one day when he's well. I told him that'll be fine. Just take care of himself. And yeah. I think he about 600 away from getting 3,000 watch hours. And I told him I was gonna watch his playlist and everything. But other than that, y'all continue to have a good night. I think Line Pride went on. Y'all make sure y'all check out my members. Check out our short videos. And I'll probably be back tomorrow with some wellness. When I be feeling up to it, I be on the road. And then the next week, I probably, it's just, my body just go through a lot of change. It's just all depending on how I be feeling. But I think those treatments helping out some, but, it's a process. It's a process. Like everything. Everything is a process. I don't take nothing for granted. Like Siri was in here earlier. I like what she had said, like these channels. If we like doing our channels, just continue to do it. And can't worry about the money or what we ain't getting. Cause in time we will get it. Like I said, I was able to get my first check from YouTube. I hadn't got a check from YouTube in a whole year. I finally got one last month. Cause I think they had to go back and pay me. I guess they went back over my videos, I guess. But yeah, I was able to get that first $100 this year. But it ain't much, but I worked for it. You know what I'm saying? So, like I said, it ain't like YouTube paying a whole lot. But there are some people are getting the money on here, but I just take one day at a time, put out the content I put out, and whatever I get, I be appreciated from the membership, the super chats, or whatever people offer me or give me. I be thankful for it. I'm not a choicy person, and y'all continue to have a blessed night. Continue to keep smiling, and I have to tell myself that. Keep on smiling. Even through the days that I don't feel like smiling. One thing I will try to do is remain humble. Remain humble. Keep trusting God. And what I can't do, I can't worry about it. I thank God for what I'm able to do. And when you put him first, you'll see the difference in a lot of things. I will continue to keep him first because I know he will continue to guide my steps. Y'all continue to have a blessed night. Stay encouraged and always stay what? Prayed up. And until next time. Bye-bye. Y'all have a good night now. Y'all go check out my members. I think a couple of them are live. Y'all make